I need y'all to manifest it. Content is how you sell any digital product, okay? Content is how you sell any digital product. How many times a day do you need to post content? When you finish the content, how many every time your audience wants it? How many every time the platform regulates it? So once again, and I want to help y'all. Well, let's get to you speaking my language. I am a manifesting coach. Come on now. I like it. I like it. You're a manifesting coach, but who your coach? Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Listen, all right. So that's how to sell products, right? SB Moore. We talked about he makes money from monetization. He also makes money from he got merch, SB Moore. You get what I'm saying? So you like, man, I'm a fan of it. I want me an SB Moore shirt. And when you out in public, other people who see an SB Moore shirt, they say, ooh, man, I watch it too. Yeah, man, I love watching it, man. It's good to meet you. People connect with you based off merch because merch is representation. You get what I'm saying? When people see other people with Listen gear, when they see other people with CEO Life gear, they be like, man, listen, I already know. I already know where you from. I already know who you is. I got some merch called Crooked Letter gear. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm from Mississippi. I sold thousands of pieces of Crooked Letter gear. Why? Because other people from Mississippi relate to being from Mississippi. So I sell it primarily. If you look at my analytics, somebody would say, man, it's crazy Mississippi people don't support you. No, you got to know who your audience is. My audience is people who are from Mississippi who are not in Mississippi no more. So people who are outside of Mississippi. So my top audience used to be Illinois. Because I used to sell 3-4 hoodies to Illinois, listen, a week. You get what I'm saying? A week. Why? That's my audience. Okay? I'm taking y'all a little too fast. So let's do digital now. So how would SB Moore sell anything digital? He sell a guide that matches his niche. Listen, I'm walking it down to y'all. He does not, some of y'all, your stronghold is you're trying to do what you've seen instead of what works for you. I'm going to say that again. Some of y'all, your stronghold is that you're trying to do what you've seen instead of what works for you. Somebody say, okay, Matt, break that down. SB Moore mows grass. He doesn't have to teach you how to sell a digital product to get you to buy a digital product. He can, but he don't have to. Y'all follow me? He can, but he does not have to. Now, here's the pop quiz question I want y'all to answer in the chat. If he mows grass, he's monetized for mowing grass. He got t-shirts of his brand, which is SB Mowing, about mowing grass. What should his digital product obviously be about if he wanted to sell? What should it be about? Come on, Danielle. A guide to year-round green gas. Good product. Name me another one. Name me another one. Come on, mowing grass. Come on, name me another one. Listen, how to mow your grass like a pro. That's good. Name another one. Name what the product would be named after. Say, wait, can you say that again? What is, for like, we got SB Mowing that's on YouTube, right? He makes money from monetization. He makes money from digital products. He also makes money from, he makes money from physical products, the shirts. If he was to sell a digital product, what could he sell? What would it be named? Grass fertilizer. It got to be a little sexier than that. We got to work on your hooks. But you participating and I like it. Listen, manage your grass during the winter. That's another product he can have. How to create a merch line. Not so much. You got to understand, you lose a large piece of your audience when you are selling a digital product to people. You got to think, can I put it on the shelf? Meaning, when I see it, like, I could put this on the shelf. What does this say? Your guide to revocable trust. I know it's backwards, but y'all get it, right? Your guide to revocable trust. So this is simplified. This is the same thing we teach y'all in content when it comes to how to do what's called a hook. If you want people to buy it, all you got to do is it got to have the right hook to it. It got to have the right title to it. It got to have the right thing that says, if I don't know you, would I pick this up and buy this? You don't know You don't have to know him. A lot of y'all don't know him. But if you like, you know what? I want to start a trust. You would buy this. All you got to do is be thinking about having a trust. And you would buy it. Am I right? Your guide to taking care of your lawn in 5 easy steps. That would be great. You know him. I know him too. That's my dude. My dude right there, boy. Yep. Called What You Doing, Daddy on TikTok. You get what I'm saying? What you making, Daddy? You get what I'm saying? So how to keep your grass green year round, how to keep your grass beautiful year round. So my question to y'all is, if that's possible, why don't you have a product like that? You have a niche. You got something that you do that I don't know how to do. You got something that you do that you specialize in. You have an area of expertise you've worked in, whether it's being a nurse. You can make a nursing guide for people who are in nursing school. Whether it's you drive trucks, how to get your truck driving license can be one. You can have, it's some of everything. How to be it. The least sexiest digital product out of all the niche products is one that don't have no niche to it. You can have the one that teach them how to do the stuff. But first, I got to build an audience of people that I can get to buy from me and buy from me again. That means I got to have a niche. I got to have my content. And as I have my niche and as I have my content, guess what I can do? I can now, if I get them to come back, I can keep getting them to see the product. I can keep getting them to see cash department. And then guess what? If I teach content in the format of TV show commercial, right? TV show commercial. So if you post in your TV shows, which is how you entertain your audience, what you'll be able to do, you will then be able to run a commercial, which has a heavy call to action, which may get suppressed or may only send to your followers. You can also do your commercial is really where you do your marketing at. If I gave you a freebie based on what I'm talking about, then guess what the email is eventually going to tell you? You can get some cash department gift. Y'all follow me? How to choose vendors during your drop shipping site. You research them, if you want me to be honest. You research them, or you find somebody who's an expert at that vendor list and you choose in between them, but you mainly need to know what you're looking for. So one of the things I was answering to y'all questions a minute ago, and I'll take questions now, and I'm gonna keep talking to my guy, Jim. So Jim, let me know if this helped you so far. And quick tip to this, Jim, then I'll go to that question. If you are a guy that wants to do this in digital marketing, once again, don't separate yourself. And then what I want you to do is, oh, you say, oh, that's your, oh, okay, got you. My bad, Desire. My bad. Okay, I got you. Okay, got you. I like that. Okay, but you need to take something that you do. It doesn't got to depend on guys, but if there's some manly, masculine stuff that you do, you can do that. And also, you got to understand, make sure you don't get it confused with selling to men, because men don't have high buying power. Women do. Women spend way more money than men do. You get what I'm saying? Marketing in the world paints pictures to women. Men spend money, but if you want them to spend money on stuff, it got to be stuff that they would do. So men, we in the sports, cars, housing stuff. You get what I'm saying? We will get into some stuff, but we always are the minority and not the majority when it comes down to educational things or creative things. Like we there, but we still a smaller audience. So you kind of be shorting yourself if you only target us. You follow me? For instance, I had a sweater called the Southern Beard sweater. I thought all the bros was gonna buy it. I said, man, my bros finna run this up. Because it was a dude with shades and he had a beard. Man, it's so many women bought that sweatshirt, man. I'm talking about, man, it was listen, they was taking it over. I said, well, and when I asked them why, they was like, oh, I love a man with a beard. So that's why I bought it. So you can't fight against it. You get what I'm saying? But there's a lot of products as a man that you can make. Even, I don't know if you're single, married, you can do this either way. But like if you got a dating guide, you get what I'm saying? Like I told them a product I could put out. I don't know if I would for like a Valentine's Day, because you can put out one product and just run your bag up. You get what I'm saying? It don't have to be long term, but I thought about a V-Day product about what men want. You get what I'm saying? Because there's plenty of women out here, they would buy it. You get what I'm saying? And all I got to do is put some tips in there from my perspective that they would want. You get what I'm saying? What men want, Father's Day is not too long from there. It can be another guide what fathers want. Y'all see how each quarter you can drop a product? Man, y'all better get you a real coach. Products for children is better option. Yeah, children products are good too. Yep. But what fathers want? I can put that out 2 months before Father's Day, and it could teach people about fathers. You get what I'm saying? Teach you how to love your father, how to appreciate your father, how to stop buying him tools he already got. You get what I'm saying? Or this can't be the third year you buy me some tools. Like men, we like useful stuff. You get what I'm saying? We like stuff we can use. Like one of the problems is like when women want their man to dress better, unfortunately, you buy him clothes. But the problem is he doesn't want to wear what he can't pull off again. Ooh, come on, somebody. He don't want to wear the outfit that he can't do again. And if he not used to wearing it, he gonna look awkward. You get what I'm saying? Y'all follow me? Y'all follow me? Like this, he wants to. You gotta buy him stuff and buy him stuff. Like some of us, our men, we're like inner kids. So you gotta buy stuff we can do. So like this all would be in a great guide. So you buy us like memberships. You find out what we've been wanting to get into that we ain't had time to, make that time for us and buy the investment into it. So if your man want to get into golf, go get him a golf membership and be like, hey, I want you to go every other Saturday. Because as a woman, or as children, you're a man's greatest influence. So that can be in the product. So you got to be like, we go do this on a Saturday. So you won't feel like you're obligated to always have to spend time with us. So you can't even stay at the house. Y'all got to leave. Come on, somebody. Because if you gone, he would have to follow you. But if you say, I'm taking the kids and we go do blahgy, whatever, especially like, let's say it's you and all girls, like Talana, she has, she has a son. But let's say if she want her and her son to do something, she can say, I'm taking the girls and we going off and we doing this. You get what I'm saying? And I got you your golf membership, so you ain't got to worry about it. When you leave, it encourages that man to go do whatever it was you left him to do. Because the difference is, as men, especially minority men, if we are told all our life we got to be providers and protectors, the thing about getting to a good place, the reason why we don't always be ambitious or dive into our ambitions is because we can't afford disappointment. We are stuck in providing and protecting. So we don't do nothing else. We don't open up all the time. Because we have not been told it's okay. We've only been told you got to do it. Everything's on your back. Everything's your fault. So only the most ambitious of us even do something with our time. Come on, somebody. That's a guide. And y'all see how deep y'all is into this? You see how much you relate to this? I can make that as a digital product because I'm really a dad. You get what I'm saying? I can make what men want. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm really one of them dudes. You get what I'm saying? So, y'all see that? Now, some of y'all questions I missed, I want y'all to run it back. But your digital product that's about something fits in a search. Your digital product that don't fit in a search, yes, you can sell it, but that's your least sale. Some of y'all been in this game a year. And your problem is we don't have nothing that relates to why we follow you. So I would have came back, especially if you're not selling to me all the time. Like, let me show y'all something y'all probably didn't know. Let me show y'all something y'all probably didn't know. She said, I missed the sale, went to sleep. For the class, now, Kay, you know better than that. You better message me. You got access, girl. You better. I act like a stranger. Listen, you better message me. I went to sleep the other day, too, on some of y'all DMs. Message me. I'll send you a code. I have no idea who Cassell is. Unless you talking about Sam Cassell. You get what I'm saying? Sam Cassell. Um, hey B. But yeah, y'all had some questions. Is Jim still in here? Jim, that makes sense. So you can pick a niche. You can pick an area you want to be in. You got to create content. Your content is going to bring them people back. As you're bringing them people back, you're going to present to them physical products. You got digital products you can present to them. The problem is where some of y'all lie, you too deep in the digital marketing. You too deep. So you're a student trying to study to be a teacher. And so you like in the same cycle. You get what I'm saying? But if you was in now I sell t-shirts to the students. I sell pencils to the students. I sell shoes to the students. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta fit somewhere. That's what business is. Supply and demand, filling a need. You get what I'm saying? Says, since you started dropping gems, how do you find vendors for your website? Make sure you're on that path. Since started dropping gems. You saying that's what you've been telling them? Desire being here practicing her hooks. She been here practicing her hooks. Create content around passive income. You're not gonna get far with that because you too close to loan places. Like this, the only people who market in y'all city money is checking the cash, speedy cash. So I be telling y'all, when that's what you choose to be your marketing, you're putting yourself into a smaller industry that has a smaller percentage of what works. You don't really want to go to the checking the cash place. You go there when you got to. You say, so you shouldn't market that? No. There's something called a 1% version of anything, right? Selling passive income is a 1% version of any of it. Let me prove it to you. That means 1 in 100 is going to actually be the person that get that sale. While the rest of us, let's say some of us sell cereal. For all of us who sell cereal, 40% of us are successful. Y'all follow me? That's a good example. I need to pause right there. Passive income, 1%. You got a 1% chance that they're about to work. So you sell cereal. Out of all cereal brands, 40% of them are successful. Which one would you invest in? Because the first thing in being a business owner, which is what you lack when you're not in Beat Life, when I'm not your coach, you lack the CEO mindset, because that's what I teach. I teach you CEO mindsets. I teach you CEO moves. In business, it's not about you. It's not about your emotions. It's not about what you got going on. I sell cereal to make money. I don't have to tell you I want to make money and that's how I make money. Only 1 out of 100 of us gonna be successful in that, and that's gonna be the person that's most confident. That's gonna be the person that got sales skills, and that's gonna be the person who really they likely got something they're not telling you. And that don't have to be a bad thing. It's just you have to understand that there's a thorough difference in between the two. Right, only about the mighty dollar. And them people not coming back. Checking the cash might get you back, but it's a bad business. That's some of y'all, that's honestly what you've decided to check into. You are checking the cash place, and you don't really give money. Because most of y'all who say you help people do passive income, your worst thing about it is you don't make no money. So now you fraud. And you say, well, that's what I'm trying to do. Wait, the thing about it is you're trying to sell the result without the work. And you're going to just go create more of you. So even if you made the money, you just created more debt. That's why I say you are a loan place. Because what you actually do, and some of y'all never asked God before you did this, but you're a debt creator. Because them people are not going to get their money back. All simply because they don't have a how. How many of y'all, you in digital marketing, or you in any industry, and your most challenging part is how? You not, all it is how. You not where you get access to the how every day. You don't got the Business Pro worksheet yet. You don't got a coach telling you how. You're not in a community where that's what they do every day. And all in all, you just not in shape for that yet. How many of y'all is the how? Put it in chat. Your how is the problem. But that don't have to be what you sell. That's just like people be like, if you coaching digital marketers, you get what I'm saying? If you coaching digital marketers, Matt, why they got, you gotta understand, I was making money from people selling tumblers, people selling cups, people selling t-shirts, people selling body butter, people selling cologne, people selling food. You gotta think, you start businesses where people spend money at. The misunderstanding is that the tool you bought can teach you. And if you don't need help, you just start and go. And then you buy the help. You don't buy another product. Unless the product is the affordable version. And if the product is the affordable version, you got to be ready to apply what you learning in the product. That's why BPU's slogan is learn, activate, dominate. Because the problem that I saw when I first saw digital marketing was, I said, well, don't none of them know how to do it. I said the craziest thing is they digital marketers, but they don't know how to market. I said, none of them know how to market. They all just got a product and they all copying each other. And I told her even then, I said, even y'all who make a lot of money, once this not hot no more, what you gonna do? And they say, nah, man, they gonna keep going forever. Okay. Hey, did I not say that in the summer? Some of my people who were here in the summer here, I told everybody I would go down. I told them, listen, I told them exactly how it was go down. You get what I'm saying? And that's exactly the way it went. I told them exactly the way it would go down. I said, oh, I know how they go down. I said, I know how they go down. I said, this go the same way everything else went. I said, I know. I said, listen. I said, you can go look at history and see how this worked. And people want to be like, you got to understand the difference in between learning and hate. So some people don't want no bad news because they put all their hope into it. You ain't got to roll like that. In anything you learn, you got to learn the part that don't work, the part that do work. You got to learn the risk, and you got to learn the reward. So you got to know what the consequences is, because there's consequences to losing, just as there's rewards to winning. Ooh, that's good. There's consequences. So you got to even know how many losses I got to take before I get that win, because I got to be able to handle that. So it really comes down a lot of times to how much of a student are you. She said, love some body butters. Me too, child. Me too. Listen, you want to know how you make money? One of my people sells skincare. I'm on subscription. Baby, she get my $40 every month. Guess who taught her to do the subscription? You feel me, DJ? You feel me? I'm trying to help y'all. You get what I'm saying? Guess who taught her to do the subscriptions? And she thought it wasn't gonna work. She had the same problem. Or she thought she had a problem. All I did, and this is what I do, I'm a glorified advice giver. All I did was I formatted how I would go work into a plan that she could follow. She went and followed that plan. Her business been up ever since. November and December was her first 2 months outside of her job going full time. She thought it wasn't gonna work. She thought she was in so much trouble when she lost her job. She didn't even tell me she lost it. She told me after the fact that, hey, get what? I've been full time 2 months. I said, why you ain't say nothing? She said, I ain't know how I was gonna go. But I thought, get what she did? Followed the plan. Come on, somebody. I want to do a membership for my coaching. Listen, come learn how to do it. Come learn how to do it. Come learn how to do it. Y'all can start with the Coach by Matt bundle. It literally says in my bio, in my stand store, start here. I'm in the food industry, but I'm still struggling to make a niche product and content. Uh, yeah, you make and bake cupcakes, don't you? All your niche product is what do you want to talk about? It's all based on your content. Your niche product got to fit around the content you want to do. The name of the game is assume the vision, live the dream. How do you handle the losses, big dog? How you kept showing up? That's a good one. Um, this got a little bit of a story to it, so I'm gonna tell it the short version, and I'm gonna tell it kind of quick. And maybe this will help me to even understand what mindset it is. But the first thing I can say is mindset. And here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. So when I worked in the wireless industry, when I was a sales rep, and then I became we did this when I became the assistant manager of the store. We came up with this thing. This so good. This so good. I shouldn't even tell y'all this for free, because this a tactic. When we wanted to sell a new product, we would do 100 attempts of it, because we knew whenever a new product came out, a challenge from the company was gonna come out. Challenges equal bonuses. Y'all follow me? So you got to know where the money is. Challenges equal bonuses. So we knew you give us a product, like they gave us these little products that was like the progressive things you could stick in your car, but it was from Sprint. And you could stick it in your car, it'll give you analytics on your car when you need an oil change, all type of stuff like that. You can even track your car. So like you let your cousin borrow your car, you can track it on your phone, all of that. So when we got the product, we was like, okay, let's go pitch this 100 times. Because if we knew if we pitched it 100 times, we found the 10 best ways to get a yes. Listen, it's too good. It's too good. So all we had to do was not be afraid of rejection. Because rejection don't mean no, it means try again. So you got to have the mindset and be around people who understand, if I really want the best win, I got to go through the most losses. That's all practice is. Even when I played ball, you know how many times I would get a play wrong. Now, I did get to a point where I didn't know this at the time, but I was really intellectual with patterns. So even now, what I do for business, I can see a pattern. You could be talking to me about your business, and I'm building a pattern in my mind. That's how I can get to a result so fast. It ain't just really off the dome. I'm really building a pattern, and all patterns, a certain amount of patterns work a certain amount of way. You got to kind of understand math to get it. But all math is the same. It just got to equal to the equation that you want it to equal to. You get what I'm saying? So in your head, when you do patterns, you get what I'm saying? Autistic people are like this. Everything leads to a place. You follow me? So even when I played ball, after a while, I got really good at running plays, but I would fail at them joints. You get what I'm saying? And I learned how I got better was I did stuff. Thank you, Talana. I did stuff more times than other dudes did. So what I would do, I would practice more than everybody else. Y'all follow me? We practice as a team Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I broke down my body more days than they did, because how you build muscle is you break it down to build it up. You get what I'm saying? You got to break it down to loosen that fat, and then you build it back up. So that's what I would do. I would run hills with a trainer Tuesday and Wednesday. So I would put my body through more. So by the time the season came, I would last in games longer than other people. So even if I was talented, but even if I wasn't the most talented, or we had a team that was better than us, you get what I'm saying? I knew, okay, you might be slowing me down first quarter. So first quarter, I may get up out of that thing. You get what I'm saying? Like I may be breaking a few tackles. So I may leave out the first quarter with 20 yards. I may leave out of the second quarter, listen, with another 20 yards. Third quarter, you tired. Or your mind ain't even as focused as mine is. My mind is built to run as hard as I ran the first quarter, because my body is more in shape. So now we running the same play, but the dude who tackled me in the first quarter, he had all this screen, all this focus. So when he hit me, he wrapped up. This time, it's third quarter, it's fourth quarter, he arm tackling. So I ain't got to do nothing but do the same thing I did. If I keep hitting you with this shoulder, you know what you gonna do? If you tired, if you not in it, listen, broke that tackle. Now boom, I'm gone. I may break on a run and get caught. But I know by the time the fourth quarter come, the difference is I've went through this more than you have. How did I get so good at content? I posted so much content, my G, to where that's how now my content gets me brand deals. I did a Walmart brand deal, Wrangler. I negotiated with Fossil. And y'all be like, it's the skill set. You can invest to learn the skill set. But baby, to be a champion, you got to defeat the most challenges. Ooh, listen, put some fire emojis in the chat, because we cooking. Listen, if you want to be a champion of anything, meaning you got to be able to do it and do it for a longer period of time. You know what you got to do? You got to put more reps in. Folk be want to be a boss on social media, but if you want to be a boss on social media, you got to be a boss in your reps. You got to be a boss at practice. You got to be a boss at night. You got to be a boss when you working on it. When ain't nobody looking, you got to be figuring that thing out. When ain't nobody talking to their audience, I'm talking to my audience. When ain't nobody going live, I'm making sure I'm on my schedule. If the joint say go live Wednesday at 1:30, I'm live Wednesday at 1:30. You feel me? If my whenever you gotta have a mentality that says I'm gonna do my job. I don't even use extra energy until we get to the championship. Y'all be getting emotional when you supposed to be following instructions. I don't get emotional about no following instructions. I put myself in check. That's what discipline is. And you got to do things that discipline yourself. You know how many people spend money with other people that don't spend it with me? You want to know how I get that money later on? I'm here when them people ain't. I'm here when them people take a break. I'm here when them people talking about they burnt out. This a business. You can't burn out over here. It's just the thing that you don't know that I know is I'm on a schedule. You just doing it whenever you want to. Fucking rookie. Listen, no, you wanna make some money? You wanna make some bread? You gotta figure out the path. You gotta put yourself in the path, and then you can get emotional when you need some gas. We don't need that gas right now. We following instructions, yo. We following instructions. If this is what you say I need to do to win, I'm gonna work that out. And then what I'm gonna do every week, I'm gonna check it out. Every week I'm gonna say, let me check this out real quick. All right. I might not be doing the whole thing wrong, but I might be doing that part wrong. So I just fix that part. That's it. But it's really a mindset and reps. How long did you profit when you started? To be honest, now I gotta give you an honest answer to this. So hold on, watch this. This depends on how well you can follow instructions and where you start from, and your model. But I'm gonna give you my version of it, right? I profited from day one. For real. Okay, so come out, because then what we don't do, and this is what y'all don't get other places, and we gonna see how much y'all value this, because all y'all who here, you can get coached and you can go down your own journey. So I'm gonna give it to you for real. Number one, I didn't start in digital marketing, so I'm not a digital marketer. I'm a coach. But let's back it up. I didn't start as a coach. So when we look at profit, right, I started with exactly the way I told y'all, content. So I was in the wireless industry, and when I had my own store, I had got another promotion, all of that. I got my own store now. This is like my third promotion. On my third promotion, I'm one of my workers, she have musically turned into TikTok. So, and she used to use the app. So we used to play on the app when we didn't have nothing to do in the store. And then we started doing using it for marketing, because marketing makes you more money. So we would market to get people in our store. Then as I kept doing TikToks, when the pandemic hit, I just kept doing it. Once they opened the monetization program, I got paid day one. Meaning I saw what it looked like in the account for you to get paid from a video. So this is why now, because I'm going to tell y'all this, because y'all got to figure out the mindset and the method. So somebody, so like my man say, DJ say, day one, because I was already doing it. Man, it's so good. How you get paid most times is one way or another in whatever you in. If you already doing it, you at the front of the food chain. Y'all follow me? Man, put some 100s in the chat if y'all get that. We always think it's when I start something, I build it up. No, that's because y'all always doing stuff that ain't near what you already doing. I was already doing it. So when they said, hey, y'all want to get paid, they didn't even let us click nothing. It was just there. You just went to your settings and it said that you had this much amount of money. My first day, the first payout on TikTok, it was $900. Because I was already going viral. And once again, that's why I tell y'all, start with the content. Y'all need to be needing the backstory. Start with the content. From day one, I was paid from content. Then when July 2021, I tell my boss, I tell the vice president of our company, hey bro, you gotta fire me. Long story, we ain't gonna tell that story. Hey bro, you gotta fire me. Just go and fire me. I'm richer elsewhere. He do. I go get another job, a contract job. Them people say I'm overqualified. After 30 days, they fire me. You get what I'm saying? So then I'm at the crib and I'm like, okay, I got to do something because I can't sit here. I got a family. I got a wife. I got 2 kids. And I say, okay, my wife had already did drop shipping. This is 2021. So I asked her to show me what she did to do the drop shipping. I had already had brand deals before. I had already sold merch, but I didn't want to ship it. And you got to remember, I'm still on TikTok and I'm still viral. So I'm like, all right, bet. So let's see. And I had a niche. So I didn't do know how to sell shirts. I was Matt from Mississippi and I sold you a shirt about being from Mississippi. That's the formula. Y'all be killing me with the other stuff. I be like, you can do that. But once again, how I made money day one, my shop was supposed to open October 1st. I made $1,000 the week before it opened. You want to know how I did it? I told my friends who was in my TikTok group with me that I was finna drop some shirts, and they all said, man, put the link up. I said, the site ain't done. We don't care. We just need to buy it. So I made $1,000 before day one. And that's because I was what? In a community. I don't be up here telling y'all no stuff that we just put in these products. This real story. Some of y'all like, wait a minute. This the real story. Y'all see, I be telling you, true friends. And the funny thing is, I ain't not friend with them people no more. But we was already, all the stuff I be telling y'all, community. Like Don been here with me a long time. Don can verify 90% of anything I told y'all because she was here before I built this. Once again, y'all are following the models of people who you just found today. So even if it's not that they don't want to not help you, they system ain't set up like that. Y'all are going places to try to make wealth, and it ain't even no legacy money over there. They just started making money yesterday. Making money ain't hard over here because that's kind of the easiest part. The hardest part is to keep making it. The hardest part is managing your life because your life be what get in the way. Making money, I just had this conversation in a meeting. It's not hard to make the money. It's hard to keep making the money. And it's hard to go through life. Understanding is hard. Like as a coach, y'all, even as a coach, my job is not hard in making y'all money. The hardest job I got is finding talent that will do what I told them to do. Because my business model is built off results. So sometimes my business is at jeopardy of drying up because I sometimes get too many people who I love them and they love me, but their mindset is so off balance that they won't follow the instructions. So some seasons, I'm used to make all my money off the one person who could follow instructions. This was crazy. This stuff y'all don't know. She said, why? DJ said, why is the mind important? Because the mind controls what you do. So if I tell you right now how to go make $1,000, your problem is no longer finding the person who can tell you how to make it. You know what your problem is? Your first problem is going to be doing it. Because in one of them parts, I'm going to tell you to do something you don't believe. That's going to be your first problem. It may not be step one. It may not be step two. If I give you 5 steps, whichever one of them joints you slowest to do, that's going to be your number one problem. Your second problem going to be, I told it to you, but if you not connected with me and I'm not obligated to you, meaning you're not in my community, I'm not your coach, you can't see me do it. So your second problem is validation and confirmation. You don't know if you're doing it right. Your third problem is going to be, like I said, keep doing it. So if I may give you a version that works today, one thing may change in between today and next week. If you don't change that thing, you don't make money no more. That's why. Them the 3 problems to business right there. When you starting off, it's them 3 right there. That's why I offer y'all them 3. That's it. The rest of it, you'll figure it out when you get there. Your mindset will determine if you will commit or not. Come on. Because the only difference in between longevity and short-term wins is short-term wins require obedience. God taught me this. Short-term wins require obedience. Long-term wins require commitment. Most of y'all, you don't make money tomorrow because you sacrificed it yesterday. So if you every day you either building your audience or you present an offer. Most people who get in the digital space, they present an offer every day. They never build an audience. So when you get to your point of discouragement, you look and say, why it ain't working? Well, nobody bought it because you didn't get nobody to come there for something they enjoyed, which would be your content. I would have bought it. I would have bought the shirt just because I was there, if I wanted to be there. But I don't want to be there because guess what? All you did was run commercials. So my network makes more money than your network because all the people come for a reason. This is the difference also in between journey and expert. I can prove it. So I'm instantly an expert. Y'all follow me? When y'all starting this, you need to present that you are along the journey. And you'll make your version of what the money is. Too many of y'all, you present like a coach, but you can't answer the question. You selling a course, but you don't even sound confident in it. You selling a PLR, but you don't know what's in the PLR. And we visual people. So, when are you going to show it to me? We make more money than the rest of y'all because we show it. And I'm not talking about the screenshots. Because once again, that's short-term money. All the screenshot people is back in the same place with the people who had imposter syndrome of them. Back at 0. And I know, because I coach people who may be making a lot of money at the time. I coach people who may be making no money at the time. The money don't make the difference. It's the brand that you build. Do people want to come back? If people don't want to come back, they're not coming back. And you go get tired. You go get tired or something go change. So just like I told y'all in them 3, all that gotta happen, one thing changed. The climate changed a little bit. Now you asked out. Said brand over cash. Said how isn't we doing this for money? Because if it was that easy, we would all be rich. We would all be rich if it were that easy. That's why people ain't doing it. Because mine's really your mindset. It's everything. If it was that easy, we all be balling. We would have bought TikTok. Hey, bump it, we got it. But it's different because your mindset. Even though y'all are listening to this right now, you don't own it. You don't possess it. Because the work, matter of fact, let me say this, and don't nobody get offended. Most digital marketers may be missing all the stuff I was saying before, or people in general. But if you wake up tomorrow and you don't have the urge to do what I just said, and instead you get in the routine of whatever you was already doing, that you simply not gonna make money just because of that right there. That's it. It ain't that hard. In my Business Pro worksheet, when you join the Coach by Matt Butler, the first thing we give you is routine. This confuses people all the time. Hey, Amanda, and they be like, why? How many of y'all wondered that before we showed it to you? They were like, why do the Beat Life people talk so much about time management? Folk be like, this, he say that to everything. Routine. Oh, I ain't make no money. Routine. Coach, I ain't post today. Routine. I tell you all the time, because you already in a routine. You already in it. You just don't know you in it. And if you don't add the stuff you want to do to your routine, you simply will not do it because of that. Just because of that. There's two versions of you. Really three. That's the you that you want to be in your head. And then there's your body, which does whatever you trained it to do. Not even what you want to do. It does whatever you trained it to do. How many of y'all, you want to run? I want to run a mile. Okay. Go walk outside. Start running right now. Turn your watch on so it can track. Turn your watch on so it can track you. Let's see if you get to that mile. A bunch of y'all, you want to make $10,000. I can give you the format to making it right now. You want to know what's going to go wrong? Day 4. When you don't do what you're supposed to do to make it. And it don't feel wrong because you did what you was used to. That makes sense? I need to make that video now for the mindset. Yeah, it's just mind. It's in your mind and your body is two separate entities. Them joints don't go together unless you make them go together. And once again, some of y'all, you only watch marketing. So as good as this is to you today, if you don't in one way or another get connected with me, I'm not telling you this just to make money. You're going to listen. It's just not gonna happen. Because that's not how you become successful. You have to do it. Do you need to physically have the product to sell it? No. What I'm selling you right now, you gonna only physically have it when you download it. No, you ain't got it. Listen, I was making money on this app 3 years before I did a physical product that I actually had. That's what drop shipping is. I was shipping y'all. I was pressing a button to get all them products out. And Don can tell you, some of everybody had them Southern Beard sweaters. Some of everybody had them Crooked Letter sweaters. Some of everybody had Listen gear. I never shipped it. I pressed a button every day. And I really had to press the button. I really logged in. And when I logged in, all I did was see if it shipped. That's it. Did it ship? I got stuff I box up and ship to you now. But for a long time, all I did was I followed the same routine every day. I created content. And I ain't have to tell people to buy it. Because the content sold it to them. I just created content every day. The thing y'all don't want to do.